Welcome. So in this lesson, we're going to learn about navigation drawers and study the starting code that I'm going to give you here. So I've got it as a couple of examples here, some apps that I have on my phone, right? So the first one you probably recognize as being the Gmail app here. So very, very well known. Second one is Bible Gateway app, and again, what's common between these two is that they're both using the navigation drawer UI design pattern, right? So very, very common these days. Lots of apps have them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and create a new project that we're going to be using for the rest of this unit, one with a navigation drawer activity. And it's going to be one that we're going to create to load up some historical docs here, so we'll call it historical docs. So let's go ahead and select this and everything, since it's the first time we've done it. So Android Studio, here I am, and I'm going to go ahead and close my project that I was working on, and I'll say start a new one. And let's see, so in recording, and I'm going to call this historical docs. And I'll put a space in here. Project location looks great. Next. Versions are great. All right, so here's the big thing. So here's our navigation drawer activity. Kind of fun. We've used empty and blank, and we used the scrolling one earlier in this unit. So it's fun that we get to play around with some more. So nav drawer activity. Let's see, the starting information that we get here is fine. Again, main activity, no issues there. So we'll click finish. Now, once it loads here, you'll see that actually there's a few different things here for the layout. So I wanted to walk you through a few things just so you can see how they're structured here. All right. So the first thing is that in your main activity, you'll see that the main thing is a drawer layout, right? So if I were going to go to activity main here, at the top level, we have a drawer layout, and it has two things within it. It has app bar main, and it has a navigation view. So let's talk about each of those, right? So app bar main is actually, you've seen this before, right? So app bar main, if we were to open up, would see that it's just a coordinator layout, right? So again, it has our toolbar up here, it has a fab, and then it has a content main within it, all right? And eventually we'll swap that content frame out for a fragment. But really there's nothing new on that side of things, right? Now the other thing we said was the navigation view. And a navigation view itself has two parts. So it has a header up here, so that's declared as nav header main, and we'll go in and make some edits in that in a couple minutes. And then the rest of the nav bar here is actually a type of menu. So that's what's in the activity main drawer. And if we're going to open that guy up real quick here, so going into the menu, so here's the drawer. We see that like you'd expect for any other menu, it had some things that are grouped, so you can only check one of them here, those first four, and then they had an item with some other things within it, so we have like a little sub menu kind of thing there, and that's what they have. It turns out we're going to blow this away anyway. What I'd like to do is run it so you can see how it works. All right, so it loaded here, and we get this little toggle here. So we click the toggle, or you swipe in from the side, and you're gonna get this guy. You can close it by either swiping back or by hitting the back button, and it will go back. Right. So again, we can see the different parts of this. This is just a normal coordinator layout, and then when we open it up, we see that we get our header and then our sort of main menu here. That's all we have going on. Let's take a look inside the code so we can see what's on there. And probably the biggest new thing is that we just have a different listener. So opening it up into Java main activity, we see that main activity here implements the navigation item selected listener. All right. So let's check that out there. So nothing new in these first 8 lines or so. Let's see, so I'm capturing my drawer here. The toggle, which you mentioned, is that little hamburger, those little 3 lines going across in the upper left hand corner. And basically what I'm doing is capturing that as well. And I'm gonna tie it, actually I'm not capturing it, it looks like I'm just creating a new one here. But I have a drawer and I have a toggle and I'm tying them together, right? And then just making sure that they're in the same state, right? So they both think that they're either opened or closed together. The listener on the navigation items right here, so we capture the navigation view and then set the listener to be this, which means that that main activity is going to be implementing the callback. So let's go down here, and we see that we indeed have a new one here on navigation item selected, and it's the starting code is going to default to the 6 or 7 different kinds of items that they have. I'm actually going to go ahead and blow away all these things because we're going to be replacing them with our own very soon. But that's what's in there. And then when it's done, once it launches something, it's going to actually close the drawer. The only other things that might be interested, and again, no big deal. So there's the on back pressed here. And just basically going to say if they press the back button, and we haven't overridden this before, but if they had pressed the back button and the drawer was open, then just close it. If it was already closed and they hit back, then you should tell the app compat activity that back button was pressed, which probably is going to back you right out of your app. So just like that. Everything else in here are just sort of standard stubs for the options menu. So that's nothing new. All right, so that's starting code for Navigation Drawer. Not really that big of a deal.